And Judah Price, Independence Patriots. Judah, first of all, a heck of a week for you, or Friday night for you last Friday against Shsdy, with 7 touchdowns, 7 two-point conversions. I've asked you after the game, but kind of looked easy. You look back on that now, what you did, 56 points, 6 points from a state record for scoring in a game. What are your feelings on that game now?
You know, it feels awesome. It's kind of a bittersweet feel almost. I mean, it was close to a state record, and nobody knew it was until 2 days after the game, but it's still a school record, and it still holds a place in my heart.
It is a school record, and do you know whose record it was you broke? Did people look this up?
I honestly don't know whose. I really don't know whose record it was. I'd say it's probably Atticus's.
But from some running backs, they always look at it's a yardage total thing when you look at records. I would assume you never thought you'd break a scoring record.
Yeah, I expected to break the rushing record. I didn't know that there was a scoring record. I didn't even think that was possible.
You've got more yards now at this point than you had rushing than you had last season. Is that the true compliment to this team that you've been able to accomplish in 4 games what you did in a 12 or 13 game season last year? Is that a true compliment to the line?
Oh yeah, I mean, it shows how hard they've worked and how actually good they are. I guess not really anybody wants to believe that, but they're a solid line. Atticus did it, I did it. Anybody can do it.
You look at around the state, it seems like Independence not getting a whole lot of respect at this point because of the schedule. Of course, we've never seen a point in this area where the teams just happen to be on a downturn at this point. You guys obviously have a lot of talent here. What do you make of that, the talk that you guys are maybe not as good as you were last year, not playing as good a schedule? Is that upsetting to the team inside the locker room?
Yeah, I mean, everybody's kind of down about it, and you really can't be down because we just got to keep playing and keep winning, and we'll see at the end of the season. But it's kind of hard to the team, everybody getting bashed, and we not having any control over it.
You got, we talked about the 2-point conversion. This is interesting to me because you got 17. I can't remember guys having 17 in an entire season. Why is the 2-point conversion so successful for you guys? I mean, I know you don't have a kicker per se, so you got to want to run it in, but why has that been so successful? You got 17 yourself. Some other guys have 2-point conversions. Why has it been so successful?
You know, it's something we work all the time in practice. We work it every day in practice, and we have kickers that can, but we're sort of inconsistent, really. It's kind of an off and on thing, but we practice 2-point conversions, getting out of the end zone all the time.
Athlete of the week this week. I know the week before you had a pretty good week against Polka and probably thought you could get it then. And you're getting a lot of these awards this week, and well, deservedly so because of the numbers. But what do these things mean to you at this point when I know you guys are playing for a bigger picture, but it must be nice to be acknowledged, you and your line to some extent too, for just putting up numbers.
You know, that's actually the first time I've won any of these awards, and it's really special. I kind of went home feeling really good yesterday after I won the Loop Press Player, and I'll probably feel the same today. But I'm just trying to get my name out there, the line's name out there, and the whole team's name out there.
I know that you have given a lot of respect to the line and those guys and what they've done for you. Just speak on those guys and just exactly what they mean to you. You saw those guys working. I think I saw the same guys did this for Atticus last year, and he was always pretty, he say nice things about his line. Just talk about those guys and what they mean to you. A lot of these guys are your class and in the same class as you too.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to explain really because they all love me and I love them. They block for me, and I mean really every play. If one of them's down, the other one's right back, and I don't know. They just get after it. I appreciate it.
What's it like running behind those guys? I mean, you've been a running back pretty much, I guess, your whole life. You probably played with a lot of these guys. But the holes you see on Friday night, I mean, does anyone stand out? Does anyone play one run at this point in the season stand out like, geez, man, I could have walked through that?
Through the season?
Yeah.
Probably the first play of our regular season against Liberty. The whole line probably could have went through that hole themselves. Like all 5 of them went straight through that hole.
Does it amaze you sometimes
Oh yeah. It's kind of like it opens my eyes and it kind of shocks me when I see that big of a hole sometimes.
If you look at these guys as a whole, as a group, which one would you say is the strongest guy among those linemen?
Strongest
And
guy.
there's one standing here. You probably don't want to.
Yeah, Fisher's pretty strong. I mean, he squats 500 and deadlifts 500. His hips and his legs are huge. And
You go with Fisher Williams as the strongest.
Brady overall is probably the strongest one. He does everything. He cleans good. He benches good. Squats, deadlifts pretty good.
Fastest of those guys, you think?
Probably Ison, just because his long legs. He gets going.
Those guys, which one do you think? If you're going out to buffet, which one do you think's making the most trips?
I think
Back.
Brady, but Brady says Shiflett. I mean, honestly, Parker. I'm going Parker. We went to a buffet and he got 6 plates of crab, straight crab meat.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. Now, you're the donut man. You've got your new. Talk about your new hat that you're wearing. I really think you need to market these, but
You know, I was gonna surprise everybody on Friday and wear it after the game, but I thought today was the best day.
don't want to do it today.
No, today's.
I mean, Friday. You didn't want to do it then. Did you have it then?
No, last Friday?
Yeah.
Nah. My parents actually brought the idea up that I should make like a shirt or a hat, and we actually went out and got stuff and like made a hat. And I thought myself and the team thought it was pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. And you've delivered donuts how many times now? Is it 3 out of 4?
3 out of 4, yeah.
The Oak Hill game being the one.
I still gave them some. I felt like, and they felt like I could have got 200, but coaches didn't want to get me hurt.
So you figured to be up around that the rest of the year? I mean, you getting a break at the donut store? I mean, you should get some kind of like a dozen free if you buy a dozen or something, shouldn't you?
I don't know. I don't really know if like the area places have really seen much of it, but I guess we'll find out.
You know what you knew coming into this year that you would be the guy. Is this season to this point lived up to what you expected, or has it surpassed just because of the amount of times you've been in the end zone? And I think I counted 33 times, counting the conversions, the touchdown pass, and the 15 rushing TDs, or 14, 32 or 33 times.
Yeah, I didn't really expect to get in it this time, me being smaller and the coaches not wanting to get me hurt and use me when they needed me. I expected us to be more of a spread team, throwing it to the big guys outside, pitching it out to me every once in a while. I didn't expect to run this many times or be in the end zone this many times.
All right. Well, hey, congratulations on the award, Donut
Appreciate
Man. And we appreciate it, and we'll see you again soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you.